Hello there, this is Star Television Network, Channel 21. I'm Leonora Jawara with the National News Bulletin, and these are the top stories making the headlines. SLAJ, AYV, SLBC, Star TV, IRN, and a consortium of Sierra Leone civil society organizations have launched the official 2018 Sierra Leone Elections Debates Program in Freetown. Presidential flag bearer of the National Grand Coalition, Alhaji Dr. Kande Yumkela, has launched the party in Lunge with donations of 4 solar panels made to the school, church and mosque at Yongo, a locality in Lunge. A training of trainers workshop, which is aimed at empowering female candidates for effective political participation in the 2018 general elections, has been organized by the 50-50 Women's Group in Sierra Leone. And in sport, the Brookfields veterans have concluded its annual inter-units veteran competition with ABK football team crowned champion over Tommy's football team at the Seka Stevens Stadium practicing ground. All these making the headlines. And now the news in detail. The official 2018 Sierra Leone Elections Debates Program, organized by SLAJ, AYV, SLBC, Star TV, IRN, and supported by a consortium of Sierra Leone civil society organizations, has been launched at the British Council Hall in Freetown. Wide Asise was there, and she files in this report.
The Presidential Debate 2018 program, which is organized by the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, the Political Parties Registration Commission, the Africa Young Voices Television, the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, Star Television, the Independent Radio Network, and the consortium of civil society organizations in the country, has been launched at the British Council Auditorium in Freetown. Speaking at the official launch of the Presidential Debate 2018 Sierra Leone, President of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, Kelvin Lewis, said the debate, which they have been planning over the years, will mainly focus on critical national issues and how those issues will be addressed by presidential candidates if any one of them is elected as president.
In the interest of staging a successful debate for Sierra Leoneans, we have all agreed to collapse the 2 projects into one so that we can properly utilize the material and intellectual resources available to its maximum effect. Our universal desire is to provide a platform for Sierra Leoneans to engage with their leaders. There will now be 3 debates: the presidential debate, a women's debate, and a youth debate. The reason for the women and youth debate is to showcase the abilities of these marginalized groups at the highest level so that Sierra Leoneans can begin to appreciate their fine qualities and capabilities.
Emphasizing on the importance of the 2018 presidential debate, Chairman of the Political Parties Registration Commission, Justice Patrick Hamilton, said this will be an opportunity for political parties to share their plans and vision with the citizens, as well as addressing youth and women's empowerment, human rights and disability issues.
Set to play a leading role in this presidential debate. I am indeed happy to be at the PPRC. I have been there for just 9 months. And I have registered within 9 months 7 political parties. It was a big surprise because it has never happened in the commission within a period of just 9 months to register such amount of political parties.
The Chief Executive Officer, Africa Young Voices, AYV, Ambassador Anthony Navo Jr., said as media owners, they have decided to come together and partner with the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists and civil society partners to broadcast the said debate in the interests of the country. He added it will also serve as an opportunity for the electorate to listen to the various plans of the different presidential candidates.
AYV and its partners, our media partners, SLBC, Star TV, and our civil society partners, Campaign for Good Governance, and Green Scenery, NACE, so many other CSO organizations. We had our own initiative to organize the Sierra Leone Decides presidential debate. And we also recognized and realized that our colleagues with the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists and their partners are also working towards another debate. But for the interest of Sierra Leone, and for the interest of the people of Sierra Leone, we have decided to merge into one single debate, which will take place on the 15th of February at the Bintu Mani Conference Center at 7 p.m. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I think the only thing I will say is to thank everyone, including our partners, our colleagues, the CSOs, the media partners, for a wonderful merger. And I believe on the 15th of February, we definitely will have a successful debate.
The 2018 presidential debate, which will be held on February 15th at the Bintu Mani Conference Center, will be live on Star Television, Sierra Leone Broadcasting Television, SLBC, and the Africa Young Voices, AYV, and other various media houses. Reporting for Star TV News, I am Waida Sisay.
Now, the presidential flag bearer of the National Grand Coalition, Alhaji Dr. Kande Yumkela, led a team of equal minds on Saturday to launch the party in Lunge with donations of 4 solar panels made to the school, church and mosque at Yongo, a locality in Lunge. Alison Kamara now reports.
The presidential flag bearer of the National Grand Coalition, Alhaji Dr. Kande Yumkela, led a team of equal minds on Saturday to launch the party in Lunge with donations of 4 solar panels made to the school, church and mosque at Yongru, a locality in Lunge. The launching of the National Grand Coalition Party in a town housing the country's international airport coincided with Dr. Yumkela's visit to 10 places within and outside Lunge, with locals turning out in thousands, flooding the streets and blaring whistles to deafening. The march leading to the grand launch began at Sagrin, where brief talks were held, and the convoy was led to Kasunga, where similar speeches of hope and change for a new beginning were made among elders. All through the towns and stops made along villages, Alhaji Dr. Kande Yumkela went about with the same message to inform all that the National Grand Coalition was formed to put a stop to the long sufferings of youth. He said that they have come with connections and that he has the privileges to bring white men to invest into the country for the betterment of all. He maintained that he has come with a wealth of knowledge to help the country grow, admonishing all to come out in their numbers to vote on March 7 for the National Grand Coalition.
We come to make the youth man left for suffer. We come to make the young girl left for suffer. What do we bring for now? Now Sababu is important in this world. Me, I get Sababu overseas. I get the opportunity to bring money in this country. So let me take care. I come with knowledge. I come with sense. Because I don't want to go to the country. I see them fine past me, the better past me. If you go Conakry today, you go Nepal. You go Ghana, you go Nepal. When we say one and go Nepal, what do we know? Election day. Una for Congo, big number. Let us see we are ready to stay. For vote. Una no vote. Una come here this small, una go see the map. Say this vote, what's the contact?
The visit to Mahera town in Lunge witnessed similar display of zest and willingness by indigenes to throw full support behind Dr. Kande Yumkela and his team of useful symbol bearers of mayor, member of parliament and councillor. During the official launch at the Lunge Central Field, Dr. Dennis Bright, the chairman and leader of the National Grand Coalition, said The only way to mend the wounds of long sufferings and become a robust agent of change is to make a wise decision on polling day. He said things have gone hard that even those with the means are finding it difficult.
But we want change. 7th of March. We are the 6th, you go sleep quick. So you go wake early in the morning. Let you not go miss your own opportunity to change this country forever. Pass if somebody want lie. Now you not go see, they know they suffer. Even the one we get safe, it is not now. No, so because the one we get, it get possible and we not get. So that half we get, it get for Shiba.
Over 10 stops on the way to Lunge Modia and Conakry were made with the message of hope and change for the better, reaching suburbs and remote environments. For Star TV News, Ali Kamara reporting.
And you're still watching the news bulletin here on Star Television Network, Channel 21. And now the 50-50 Women's Group in Sierra Leone has held a Training of Trainers workshop, which is aimed at empowering female candidates for effective political participation in the 2018 parliamentary and local council elections. Adam Asila has more, and she now reports.
The president of the 50-50 Women's Group in Sierra Leone, Dr. Fatoumata Key, during a Training of Trainers workshop held at the 50-50 Women's headquarters at Tower Hill in Freetown, this which is aimed at empowering female candidates for the effective political participation in the 2018 parliamentary and local council elections, has said that even though women have not been given that much symbols by political parties as expected, but support must however be given to the little amount of women that have been awarded with the symbols. She then called on members of the press to help showcase these women in a positive manner so as to enhance the representation of more women in parliament.
And we do understand that campaign has started formally today, officially campaign has started today. But this is why we're doing the training of trainers, so that the people, we have a lot of our coordinators here from the district, so that they are going to help to train the candidates within their locality, their constituencies, because we know they're going to be there for their campaigns. But also we know that the women have committed themselves as candidates, that they will be part of these trainings. Because yes, you need to go on a campaign, but yes, you need the skills that you need to do to make you successful. And this is why we're doing this now, because I don't think everybody would say that the whole election period has been very up and about. Things are changing, things are just changing in quick succession. And then people have to be ready to go with this. And this is what we're doing at the moment. So we can't sit and wait, but at the same time we can't do it. In fact, talking about timelines, up to this morning, the final list from NEC has not come out for the MPs, because they're still having, up to Friday afternoon, I spoke to them and they were still having changes within the ones who have been nominated. So this will come, but we don't wait. We know the ones who have been given symbols, and these are the people we're going to work with. And like we say, the press, the media, you play a very, very key role if we are to get 100% of these women who have been given symbols. So if we all make a commitment, and this is why we're going around doing the peace and violence free, this is why we're doing the He for She campaign, this is why we're doing a lot of the training simultaneously. Everything is happening together. The whole of last week we were out in Topolimi, and we have to take each and every district to go out and showcase their candidates. So each district, even during this campaign period, we have to go, regardless of the party, we're working with all the women there. And this is a commitment that we all have to make if we want to see the parliament, the face of the parliament change, because we already know that the expectation of having a lot of symbols given to women has not happened. We already know that women have not been given that much symbol that people were expecting. But the little amount of women that have been given the symbols, we need to make sure that these women win the elections. We need to make sure that they win their councillor seats. We need to make sure that they win their mayoral seats. We need to make sure that they win their member of parliament seats. so that even if we don't have that high percentage of women, we'll still have women there who will be pushing issues regarding women and children. And this is a commitment that we all have to make.
Dr. Nimata Majix Walker, the founder and first president of the 50/50 Women's Group, gave highlights as to the amount of women that they have recorded that are contesting for various positions during the elections, as this will further strengthen their intervention in supporting these women to be victorious in their various areas of interest.
Has 177 in their 7 operational areas, so we have a feeling that there might be about 250 local councillors. For parliament, I think there will be only about 50. Who have been given symbols? Because we know for sure 17 have been given symbols. But we are waiting for the final list today so that at least we'll be able to allocate people. But very, very few have been.
Other women present stated that they are highly convinced that these women will succeed if they are given the necessary support by all and sundry, as the 50/50 group is working with all partners to galvanize more support for those women in politics.
All of them would be able to get in, but we need an oracle, really, to tell us how many will get in. But we believe that after their parties have given them their symbols, it's because they know that these women are strong in their constituencies and wards. That's why they have been awarded the symbols, the party symbols, and we hope that they will succeed. And all of us should be rooting for these women. Let us support them. Let us get out, and vote overwhelmingly for women, so that we have a balanced parliament. We have both males as well as females in the parliament.
Control damage, and all of those things put together will help us get 100% of our women who have received symbols to get into whatever position they want. Thank you.
It was, however, stated that 25 participants will receive the training, and they will later cascade the training to all nominated female candidates for the 2018 local council and parliamentary elections across the country, with a view to providing them with the requisite campaign and political participation skills for participating in the 2018 parliamentary and local council elections. Adama Silla, Star TV News, Freetown.
And now let's go for our sport, as the Brookfields veterans have concluded its annual inter-units veteran competition, with ABK football team crowned champion over Tommy's football team at the Siaka Stevens Stadium practicing ground. Let's now join our sports correspondent Hilton John for all the details.
Thanks to Leonard Jawa in the studio for some sporting news. We start with the local scene. Congratulations to ABK Football Club. They have become champions in the just concluded the Brookfields Veteran Inter-Community Football Competition in honor of the running mate of the ruling party, who is Honorable Cheno Majuba. But according to Matarazi, one of the essence of this competition is to see how they continue to get that peace and unity among them. Here is the report.
Well, any year we organize this competition because we know the Brookfield veteran, one of the biggest veteran schools here. Any year, Honorable Cherry Coco, he can always sponsor this competition for me. So today at the final, I'm going to plan today for our Wednesday camp. We can donate it to Brookfield with first year. The different thing we can do.
So it's in the winner they achieve?
Well, the winner they achieve trophy with envelope with certificate.
So at the end of this competition, what do you want to achieve?
Well, we achieve because at least we get anniversary. Maybe to say any year we get this kind of competition, so they achieve the popularity, they achieve support, you achieve new members that they come, they like the Brookfield veteran. So they get more members than they come because they say they enjoy the whole game as a family. And Brookfield veteran is a family.
I'm very much delighted, happy because it's an easy play for the championship.
You will expect to win the cup?
I mean, a tight match, but on paper we know on top. So during the 90 minutes, I mean, we came from behind, but we have to organize yourself properly because we get a better chance in the first half. Second half, we have to comport yourself, and we're going to the shootout, you know, say shootout, and the lucky side to win.
So what next on our team? So not only become champion now?
I'm very much fortunate because I got the best team manager in the UK, and I don't captain last year, I don't get captain this year, so I'm very much happy.
You know, we already also associate with Samuel by name and faces. Now yesterday I came back from up the provinces at 2 o'clock in the morning. But because of this game, I'm not going to have a choice. I'm not going to put it on a bed. But if I don't, chairman will go arrest me. I make I say like that. I don't go all over the country, but we always say, wherever I go, that's where I belong. Now when I get me, now I own me. Now they don't own me before October 15. Now they own me now, and after March 7, we will continue for own me. I don't do very well. I apologize for the way we don't push the finals from the time I want to play to today. And I expect we give yourself for that make. But tell God thank you today, the right day. We don't get a good tournament. We don't get the winners then. And we're not going to lose as well, we're going to run as well.
Well, better luck next time to Tommy's FC. We hope that they will train very hard in next season competition to win the championship. Away from veteran football competition, the Douala Veteran Inter-Area Football Competition has come to an end over the weekend with Brazil football team crowned champions over the mighty England. England as defending champion, they were leading by 3-1. Unfortunately for the English side, they failed to maintain after we saw good performance on the Brazilian. Getting the second consolation, the equalizer on penalties, they were unable to win. According to Ibrahim, who scored the final nail for his team that gave them the championship, he's very happy for the result of his team, despite for Aaron, who is the captain for the English team, said the referee responsible for the defeats of the team, and also Emmanuel Bobby Rogers, who is the chairman for the Douala Veteran, explained more about his impression about this year's competition.
I did something for long, I don't did something for this game. The better man and I get up here for you. Don't tell them to pull out my competition. Don't tell them to pull out my competition. And when we saw there, did something for long.
You expect someone to win the final?
I will just so they win the final.
What you say to yourself after I concede 3 goals to 1 and we say we have 2 goals?
Always determined. I love for win victory. Remember for win back.
Well, actually, I'm not too good because as you can see from the starting of the game, we go up. But technical flaws of the team changes me. Although yes, as everybody can see, the equalizing goal, also the goal. Yes, we're not going to go. Yes.
But what do you think say responsible one or loss? On a really 3-1 and then we see Brazil carry and get the equalizing goal.
Yes, as I can say now, some technical goals affect the team due to poor changes. Yes, from the team. So let me affect the team. So we can level up the money. Although the equalizing goal, as I say again, not be genuine. Because everybody see him after one half the bar, not how he was back on the show. And I will not the bar. Yeah. So then just give me a therefore, I don't know. Let's stand up for the fake goal. Likewise, penalty kick, the same ball, Salawa. So,
this will be very important competition as one start. This will bring unity to the Douala community. As the entire community will get a good all start from doing the 90s. So we're so proud at the end, no problem, no be all man so happy. And congratulations to Brazil as an award victorious winner. At the end of this competition, waiting on our achieve, more especially when it come very close to the election. Well, we achieve a lot because we bring unity towards the competition and will make the youth able realize their potential and able to exhibit their potential. And we'll make the Douala community lively. So what next now for the Douala Veteran as we organize this competition? Well, the Douala Veteran, as you see, we begin work with the continue at the field with the type of fence the field. We still continue to fence the field that this field will be secured and the Douala community will use the field. And wait till the winners they achieve at the end of this competition. Well, this competition, the winner, the first prize are 4 million and the second prize are 2 million. You message to football fans? When we message to football fans, now this one, let people in the exhibit caution. You they play, you get winner and loser. That competition now, two not go win. People now to win, that's not missing a competition. But once it's a competition, you get winner and loser. Well, congratulations to the Douala Veteran. We hope that they will try to settle with some stakeholders within
the community that are not in line with what the veterans are doing. But if you are a keen follower within sports in the Douazza veteran, in the Douazza area, you can sense out that Douazza community, the veteran team or the veteran association, they are doing well for them to develop sports within that part of the country. In the international scene, congratulations to Barcelona Football Club, despite the escape a defeat in the hands of Espanyol after Piqué scored the equalizer for Barcelona, setting a record of 22 matches in the ongoing La Liga unbeaten. So it's a much better performance from Barcelona Football Club. We saw PSG succeeded in a 2-0 victory against Lille in the ongoing French League, despite controversy in the match in Liverpool against Tottenham Hotspur. According to the head coach of Liverpool Football Club, well, he thought that he was robbing the match by the referee. It all ended 2-2 in the Premier League. That's all for sports. Back to Ileona Jawa in the studio.
Well, that's all in a news bulletin file here on Star Television Network, Channel 21. Thank you for watching. I am Leonora Jawara. Do stay blessed and stay with us.